Hey, what's up, guys? It's Psycho Freak back at you again. Man, it's weird. It's weird doing intros like a YouTuber intro. I don't know if I'm gonna keep on doing that. Y'all let me know if you want me to continue doing it or what. But anyway, I'll give you guys some updates here. So, as you can see, I got this Wiki Speed, the Shorty. I don't know why they call it Shorty. It's not really that short, but it's their shortest option for as far as the muffler goes. I had that put in. And for those of you that are new, I have the SNS 475 Stage 2 kit with the cam plate, oil pump. Also got a top end groining kit with the roller rockers, head bolts, and rocker arm shafts and everything like that. I got a Thundermax tuner, and I also recently installed the Saddlemen San Diego Customs seat. It's got that carbon fiber here with the gold stitch. It's got gripper on the back, gold stitch, and gripper on the passenger seat. But yeah, that's what's new for now. And I'm gonna be having some updates coming up soon. I got some big plans coming. I think you guys are gonna like it. But I'm gonna keep it a surprise for now. I wanted to update you guys on this SNS 475 kit, or really any kit. It can be fueling anybody, any oil pump, especially and particularly for pre-2020 Milwaukee 8s. So if you get an oil pump, an aftermarket oil pump, or even if you have the stock one that's pre-2020, you're definitely going to want to upgrade it. Now, keep in mind, if you upgrade it, they all come aftermarket, and the Harley ones. Screaming Eagle. I think Screaming Eagle is the only one that comes with the seal that's on the back of the pump that goes right up against the housing, because they have a patent on it. Since they have a patent on it, all the other companies like SNS, Fueling, they don't send you a seal with it. I think that sucks, and you definitely need that seal. I mean, the whole point of getting that, upgrading your oil pump, right, is to stop the sumping issues that the M8s had, right? And unfortunately, I do not believe mine has a seal on the back. I did not know that pre-2020, the stock ones did not come with a seal. And I didn't really know that the SNS ones didn't come with a seal either. They have an engraving, they have like a groove in the back for a seal, and they say you don't need it. They don't see that they haven't seen a difference with it or without it, but I'm telling you, there's a difference. Maybe not everybody experiences it. Maybe it's rare. I don't know. I don't think it's that rare, because I'm experiencing some sumping. Ever since I did my recent oil change, I put about 4.25 quarts in. I ended up going to 4.5. I'm not going to go any higher. Well, I mean, at least that's what I think it is. Where I think it's at, because I had my bike in the shop since then. But yeah, there's definitely something. It's not showing on the stick, like it should. And where it's showing now is where it showed once I did the change. So, and it showed correctly a few times, but then after that it just stopped. See, look, nothing on that stick. Like, you see a little bit on that bottom right there. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And earlier it was showing like 4 or 5 dots up. And, before, when I first had the pump put in, when I turned the bike off, you'd hear it click. You'd hear the scavenging start ticking, tick, 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 real fast. It was scavenging real good. I even have the Fueling Shorty sump plug, and it's still something. So on Monday, I'm gonna take the bike in. I just ordered the seal for the oil pump. I'm pretty pissed off about it, because I have to pay someone again to go back in and do something that should have been done to begin with, because the original mechanic, Shore, You can say there wasn't one on the stock one and the aftermarket one didn't come with one. But this guy bragged about how much experience he had. He did so many of these cams. He did like thousands of these cams. So you would think he would at least mention it to me. Like give me a call, like, hey, you know, this doesn't come with a seal. You probably should get a seal. You might not need it, but you want me to order it for you or something like that. But of course he didn't. And like I said, it was fine for a while. I don't know what made it start happening, like just start something out of nowhere. But there hasn't been really anything new to it other than the I got the what's it called, the PC Flow permanent oil filter from Ultra Cool. I'm gonna get their cooler too, and like I said, there's some other things, some other surprises I got coming. So just stay in tune for that. But so, you know, typically I would take it back to the same guy and be like, hey man, you need to get back in here and put a seal in it, and either not charge me at all or charge me significantly less because you should have did this to begin with, and you knew it. However, I don't want the guy touching my bike again for a multitude of reasons. I'll show you one. So, when he installed the top end accordion kit, I told him future plans that, and sure, I didn't mention not to put in the head bolts, but he said he didn't know there was head bolts in that kit, and he gave me a quote before I came up there. Well, you know, I said this in my previous video. He ended up charging me like $500 more. Just put the head bolts in without asking me beforehand, even though we specifically discussed the price and the time frame, because I had my little sister's birthday and a trip I was planning to go on. So anyway, I went all the way down. It's about an hour and something away. And these, let's see if I can get. You see them, that bolt and two bolts right there? That's where your oil lines when they go into the head around the exhaust valve to keep your heads cool. I went all the way down there, left work about an hour early, and got all the way down there. He guaranteed me it would be done that day. Got it all the way down here, and the shit was spewing oil everywhere. And he didn't have extra seals to try to hurry and put them back in for me or nothing like that. He said, yeah, this happens, I'm not surprised, this happens a lot, and well, I gotta order some for you now, and it won't be here tomorrow, and some bullshit he gave me. So yeah, needless to say, I was pretty mad, but I left, came back, and I can't remember if I came back the next day or the day after. I told him, I was like, hey, it needs to be done this day, like I need it this day. It was the day before my trip and everything, and I got it and thought everything was fine. He said everything was fine. And when I got home, I noticed there was a little bit of oil like sprayed onto from the wind that was down my primary case. Just a little bit, not much. Come to find out, you know, into the trip, I seen that it's still leaking from there. Not as bad, and you could drive it, you could ride it, and it didn't really hurt anything, and it wasn't real bad. But it's just the principle of it. Especially when he charged me as much as he did when he wasn't supposed to. So, one day at work, I went up to the store, about a minute or two away, left the bike running, came back out and noticed my check engine light's on. I'm riding back to work, I'm like, oh, I want to shut the engine off and then turn the run button back on and try to see if I can see the code. And then, nothing. The run button wouldn't work at all. None of my analogs would turn on or anything. My dash, nothing. No power. My battery's not dead. Turns out it's this switch housing here went out. So I called Harley. Even though I got all these aftermarket parts, I got an extended warranty, and they're usually more lenient with the extended warranty. So they replaced that under warranty for me, $50 copay. They came and picked the bike right up. It wasn't bad. But I had to wait 2 weeks for it. I mentioned the leak and said I'd pay for it, for them to fix that because they didn't do it, and they were real cool about it. Still City Harley, they're awesome. They put it under warranty as well. It's like, oh, that's really awesome, because he said he thinks the head gasket might be involved too, not just the lines, but I'm pretty sure it was just the lines. However, they did that, and about 2.5 weeks later, went and picked the bike up. on the way home, the exhaust was leaking terribly. Like, I stopped about 5 times to tighten it. And I still couldn't really get it right. I'm pretty sure they put the wrong exhaust gaskets in it. They probably put the cone-shaped ones instead of Screaming Eagles. And then I got all the way home and started inspecting it. It's still leaking. It's leaking worse. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's still leaking from those lines. And then turns out they cracked my oil cooler. So you can see I got a new one on there now. Brand new one, which is nice. And I was really mad at that point. Called them next morning when they were opened. As soon as they opened, called them. It's like, what the hell is this about? And they were great about it again. Came and picked the bike right up within maybe an hour of me talking to them. Came, picked it right up. And I left it at my house, which is about an hour away. And a little over an hour, they picked it right up and got it in there. I had to wait another week for the oil cooler to come in, but they fixed it for me. And it's running great now, other than the stumping issue, which that was happening before that switch housing went on. So I ordered the seal, the sprocket that goes on the crank run out, right behind the oil pump. I got the fueling one because it fits a lot tighter, and the stock one tends to move a bit and round off the edges. And also the fueling one gives you better and a more accurate valve timing. So I got that, and obviously the gaskets. I got it all from Fuel Moto. Honestly, almost everything I've gotten from Fuel Moto, except the cam kit. I think I did get that from Revzilla. But yeah, that's the progress for now. I'll keep you guys updated. And don't forget to stay tuned. Big surprise I got coming. A lot of things in the future. I think you guys are gonna like it. Keep tuned. Stay tuned. Keep tuned in. Leave a comment, like, subscribe if you want. I don't really care. It'd be nice if you did. I'd appreciate it either way. Peace.